Isayama-Sama, the GOAT of the manga industry, gave us the ending that none of us could have imagined possible, but the ending that we all truly needed. Let's get right into this ramen review of chapter 138, Itadakimasu! Ramen. The chapter starts off with the baby, gazing up, tears in their eyes, at the sea of destruction inflicted by our boy, Eren Yeager. And this is not just any ordinary child. They are, in fact, the same child from that infamously beautiful panel back in chapter 134, being held up amidst the chaos of the rumbling. Back then, they were the symbol of humanity's fleeting hope for survival, desperately being thrown across wave after wave of people in a last-ditch effort to salvage the future generation. And now, clutched in the arms of a man knowing he has been saved, I'm alive! The child represents something vastly different, yet equally profound. Opportunity. Opportunity that, in the face of near annihilation, the human race has a chance to learn from their past mistakes and live on.
I want to live! You need to shut the up!
Forgive and forget. That's exactly what the remaining citizens of Marley do. As Falco lands himself on the plateau, we get a slew of just heart-melting, tear-jerking reunions. Gabby and Falco embrace their respective parents, all of them weeping. Peak, too, reunites with her father, which totally didn't have me sobbing or anything. Peak meets up with her dad. Oh my god. Psh, nah, are you kidding? Me cry over that? Nah, man, you gotta be joking.
I love Peak. I'm sorry. I love Peak so much. So, seeing this conclusion to her arc is just really beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I admit it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
for our best girl, devote your hearts! All the Peak Simps, stans, fans out there, never falter, never apologize for our best girl. Anyways, yes, you heard me correctly, folks. The rumbling has stopped, as we can see in this epic panel of all of our heroes and Gabby. Seated on Falco's back, staring down at the dormant founding titan's spine, and all the colossal titans kneeled on the ground. Suddenly, Mikasa gets a searing headache, as the repercussions of the rumbling being put to a halt hit her like a dog running into a clear door. Poor thing. And by repercussions, I, of course, am alluding to the possible death of her lifelong crush slash sibling slash acquaintance who has permanently banished her to the friend zone. Ouch. And that's not even the last of it. To make matters even worse for Mikasa, the last thing that Eren has ever told her is how much he's always hated her, which, like, damn, dude, way to rub some salt on some already fatal wounds there.
Or you see someone that you know and they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
But it's not just Mikasa who feels this way. All of the other remaining members of Paradise, that being Armin, John, Connie, and a critically injured Levi, feel a mixture of happiness and sadness, relief and remorse over the events that have just transpired. With Connie stating, "It's not like I don't have regrets, but we did the right thing, didn't we? We stopped the rumbling." I absolutely love the following panel of the four of them looking at the crowd of Marleyans crying in relief, knowing that they just rescued the people who have been relentlessly discriminating against them all of their lives. Hell, it was the Marleyan people who caused this whole mess in the first place. I mean,
think about it.
All four of them have a reason to hate the Marleyans. Connie and Mikasa's home villages were destroyed by the titans that the Marleyans produced. John's best friend Marco was eaten alive. Erwin, former commander of the Scouts and a figure whom Levi looked up to greatly, died at the hands of Zeke's attack. Now, knowing all of this, the panel of them looking over at all of the Marleyans becomes all the more powerful. They never needed to save these people. At any point in their lives, they could have steered to the side of Eren, steered to the side of revenge, and let the Marleyans pay for their sins. But instead, they took the stronger, more courageous route of forgiveness. Because, well, the truth is that anyone can get worked up over the qualms in the past. That's the easy part. What's not easy, however, is to forgive and to do what's right. And that's exactly what these four heroes do. However, the fight is not over. Far from it, in fact, as it is revealed that the shining centipede is still squirming like those damn cockroaches that will just not die, no matter how many times you step on them. To make matters even worse, behind Colossal Armin spawns a massive explosion, one we've seen enough times to know that it is at the hands of a Titan shifter, more specifically being the single man that managed to split an entire fanbase. That's right, the series protagonist, who half the fanbase claims to be the hero of the story, meanwhile the other half of the fanbase proclaims to be the villain of the story, enters the scene. And he's got a brand new, menacing look as well. A hybrid mix of his Attack Titan and Founding Titan forms, standing at an immense height that rivals even the great Colossal Titan. Aaron's awakening, combined with the centipede springing back to life, spells some seriously bad news for the people remaining on the plateau. Just as the Paradise crew and the warrior candidates thought they could finally catch that long-needed break, they're brought right back into the heart of the action. And yes, this does include our best girl. I love Peak. I'm sorry. Things go from a matter of, I just stepped on a Lego brick and that really hurts kind of bad, to I just walked through a pile of scattered Lego bricks before proceeding to stub my toe at the edge of the table and fall flat on one of those maliciously designed Legos. You know the ones with the little tube sticking out, that kind of awful. As the centipede starts spewing out the spinal fluid in a gaseous form, thus turning every single Eldian into a pure Titan. In an absolutely heart-wrenching scene, Levi gathers Mikasa, as she is an Ackerman, and Peak, as she is a shifter, onto Falco's back, leaving their families, along with Gabby, John, and Connie, practically stranded on the soon-to-be Death Mountain, swarming with pure Titans. And in a matter of moments, the gas reaches John, Connie, and Gabby, therefore turning them into mindless giants. To the two scouts who struggled yet persevered through it all, may you finally rest with Sasha in peace. Oh, and rip Gabby too. Here, the final battle begins. Peak, in an emotional act of desperation, transforms and leaps into a swarm of Titans, clenching the centipede by her jaws. This gives Reiner the necessary leeway to grab the bug creature with his armored fists, manhandling it like some Alaskan bullworm.
Meanwhile,
Armin is engaged in some mano-a-mano, fist-to-fist combat with his equally colossal foe. This was one of the most badass moments of the entire chapter for me. We got former best friends now turned enemies, fighting to the death with the fate of mankind on the line. I mean, seriously, an action manga thriller cannot get much better than this. And in terms of both action and drama, Isayama, being the legendary GOAT that he is, absolutely delivers. Words that'll probably go down in manga history are etched out across this beautifully put together arrangement of panels. Armin, his face contorting with a mix of rage, confusion, guilt, and sorrow, is done trying to convince Eren to join his side, belting out the words, "You really love this hell, huh? Eren. Alright, I'll follow you till the end." And in a stunning panel that spans an entire page, Armin throws his fist straight at Eren's chest. Eren, taking on a fight style resembling Annie in her female Titan form, goes for Armin's leg, presumably trying to flip him on his side in a giant scale taijutsu fashion. I guess you could say that this is a real attack on the Titans.
oh brother, this guy stinks!
Get it? Because it's like the attack on the Titans and that's the name of the manga. Oh my god, what the hell am I doing here? While Armin is distracting Eren on land,
Damn, boy, he's thick!
Levi and Mikasa prepare to deal the finishing blow from up in the sky. Thunder spears at the ready, Levi tries to calm down a distraught Mikasa, who is undergoing a rather severe form of separation anxiety. Her head still burning, she recalls a memory from a distant reality. Now this is where the genius of Isayama's writing really shines through here, because as if brainwashing, time traveling, being able to foresee into the future and into the past weren't even enough for you, he decides to throw some alternate timelines into this steamy ensemble of ingredients that make a surprisingly clear-cut, immaculately well-articulated, juicy steak of a narrative. Now, I'm thinking of creating a more in-depth video regarding these memories that Eren and Mikasa share with each other, but to sum it up for the purposes of this review, Mikasa sees a vision where Eren never activated the rumbling, and instead fled with her to the cabin where she grew up. In this reality, Eren is generous and caring, offering to cook her food and showing concern when he sees that she's crying. Mikasa, clearly confused, says that she doesn't know if she's supposed to be here. But the key takeaway here is that this is the life that Mikasa has always dreamt of. Just her and Eren living out whatever kinds of lives those lovey-dovey lovebirds have with each other. #forever alone. And in the last page of this memory, it's evident that Eren and Mikasa are experiencing a gradual shift back to reality through the Titan Shifter markings reestablishing their presence on Eren's face and the symbolic bird that always seems to peek its head into all of Eren's memories into the future. Eren asks Mikasa to forget about him, and in a cold act of defiance, she puts back on the scarf given to her by Eren, refusing to let him vanish from her memories as she prepares for the inevitable. And in a series of, honest to God, you guys, some of my all-time favorite panels in all of Attack on Titan, Mikasa and Levi take advantage of Armin's distraction to shoot thunder spears right into Eren's jaw, thereby infiltrating the Titan's head. Mikasa and Eren look into each other's eyes for one last time before the manga once again cuts into the memory, where Mikasa utters the exact words that set the entire Shingeki no Kyojin fandom on fire. "See you later, Eren." The same exact words that Mikasa tells Eren in Chapter 1, practically confirming that the memory that we're experiencing right now is the same exact memory that Eren saw way back in Chapter 1. Like, insane. Just absolutely insane. I love the cold expression that's written all over Eren's face while all of this is happening. It is really evident that at this point, Eren has simply accepted his fate. I wouldn't really expect anyone to be particularly thrilled about committing a mass genocide, but Eren's stone-cold face really tells a lot that he wasn't actually feeling any, joy into this whatsoever. It's kind of ironic when you really think about it, how the boy who's sought freedom for his entire life felt more restricted than ever to his own fated path. After this, the scene cuts once again to the final panel of this chapter. And let me tell you guys, my jaw was dropped at this moment. Mikasa holding and kissing Eren's now decapitated head, while Ymir stands behind them and smiles. I found this imagery to be equally morbid, satisfying, conclusive, and just straight up awe-inducing. A perfect end to the most revolutionary main protagonist in manga to date. Attack on Titan Chapter 138 gets my highest score of 5 chicken-flavored ramen noodle soup out of 5. I want to hear your thoughts on this chapter in the comments down below. And as always, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell for future uploads regarding Attack on Titan and all manga-related content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye now. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you like this kind of content, make sure you leave a like and a comment down below. Also, and to join the Ramen Nation, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell for future uploads. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.